The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Lagway. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
On the run, it's Ball. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here we go. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Big guy smells it.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the catch on the left. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
to the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Snags it. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Sturman. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Ball. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Looking downfield, it's flagged away. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clark. Finds a crease at the 20. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Clear.
Trying to pound it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Trying to pound their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offense is
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River Rivalry.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Craver. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll try to do it himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. He's in open space downfield. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And here's the third interception of the night.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line. When you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll toss it to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Floating away. Looking left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Pick up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the ground, it's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Sturtevant. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Got a man. It's Wilson. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's ball. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They get to him as he throws. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And you want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On first down, here comes this offense.
Let's go!
Using his legs, it's ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Throws to the back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping it.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Concepcion. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Gain of 10. Good enough for a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They get the W, and with that being